So, Kaki, di ba dapat hindi ka matuwa na we have a woman on top of your father in the vice presidential election? Parang sagwa ata ng pagkakasabi ko na di ba dapat, Kaki, matuwa ka na we have a woman beating your father? Ay, parang hindi rin masyadong maganda yung pagkakasabi. Nakakaloka. Hello mga sa Hamilton, Ontario, Canada at Qatar. Pero yun na nga, your father lost massively, at least at around 22 million. By 22 million. Diba? Sabi mo, I'm not going to have my president be named Marcos again. Sabi ng iba, we have to accept defeat daw, na hindi daw tayo marunong matalo. I think the truth is, it's not just about this election anymore. I am not going to have my president be named Ferdinand Marcos again, ever. We all know what's right and wrong. If we are not here to stand up, if we are not here to fight, ano pa ginagawa natin dito sa Pinas? Okay, Kaki Pangilinan, let's just educate. Now, I will educate you because you're just a little brat who is sour graping because your father lost. And your presidential candidate lost. Yes, you don't know how to accept defeat. Actually, Kaki, you don't deserve to be in a democracy. Your attitude is like the attitude of any elite person who was raised with a silver spoon in her mouth. You are so used to everything being given to you that you don't know how it is to suffer. You don't really know. You're just someone. You're just another son of you're just another daughter of your rich parents. You don't know anything about life, all that. And I think you don't know anything at all about democracy. So let me educate you. Democracy is not about getting what you want. Democracy is not about your morality being the standard. Democracy is about having an arena in society wherein the struggle for power can have its benign expression. Because our alternative to democracy is, of course, a kind of anarchy in where each one would be for himself, for his tribe, and then they will use violence in order to get into power, to get what they want. Now we have a very vibrant democracy in the Philippines. It's so vibrant that we have become so passionate in our bardagulan. Your father lost, Lenny already lost, massively, humiliated. Whether you like it or not, Kakita, your ego and your morality is no match before the majesty of democracy. Hello sa mga taga-Bermuda. Yeah. Your ego, Kakita, your personal morality is no match before the majesty of democracy. You're just another person, individual. We have a democracy here, Kaki. If you don't know, tapos may mga pa siya. Magmamarcha raw siya, will you join or something? Magmamarchahan mo. Natalo kayo sa election. There's no cheating. Or kung meron man, I don't know, maybe kayo gumawa nun, no? Kasi, a lot of reports na cheating na lumalabas, or maybe I'm just biased, nakikita ko kayo yung principal ninyong involved. If you are not sportsman-like in a democracy, you better get out of the country. Go somewhere else. I don't even think that you can even survive democracy in the United States. Ano yan? Oo, totoo. Sabi niya, I think the truth is, it's not just about this election anymore. Of course, this is about election. We just concluded an election. May mga paano-ano ba kayo, the future, etc. Bakit meron ba kayong crystal ball on what Bongbong Marcos will do? Ha? Do you know what he would do? You are basing your judgment of Bongbong Marcos on your apocalyptic vision of the Philippines. Paano hindi kayo magkakaganyan Eh, yung kandidato, walang ibang ginawa sa inyo nung kampanya, kundi pagalitin kayo ng pagalitin. Diba? That's what they were, but that's what, the camp of your principal was doing. And I understand why they're doing that. Because Len is surrounded by these activists who are so self-righteous, who thinks that the moral order of the universe is synonymous with their own personal morality. And now, you, Kaki Pangilinan, you are adopting this kind of stance. That is the stance of a politically immature person. The majority has decided Bongbong Marcos is going to be the next president. And the majority has decided, overwhelmingly, that Sara Duterte, not your father, will be the next vice president of the Philippines. Ngayon, if you would like to contest the election, you do it like how Bongbong Marcos did it. You go to the courts, you use the democratic processes, the legal processes in contesting it. Hindi yung magmamarch ka sa kalsada. Feeling mo naman kahit Pangilinan, maniniwala ang tao sa'yo na ikaw, magiging laman ng kalsada. Naku ate, ikaw, na anak ka ng isang mayaman, lolo mo, mayor na napakatagal sa Pasay, tatay mo, senador. Ikaw magyayaya ng tao pupunta sa kalsada. Uy, magising ka sa katotohanan. Kakaloka, you're such a politically immature person. Uy, paano ba siya na, I'm not going to have my president be named Ferdinand Marcos again. Hello, it's not for you to decide, Kaki Pangilinan, who will be the next president. Your vote is only one vote among the many. Ano ka ba? Democracy. Let me educate you again, Kaki Pangilinan, ha? Sayang yung pinag-aral mo sa New York University. Democracy. The locus of authority of democracy is the demos. Demos, people. Okay? Hindi individual. Ang locus ng authority ng democracy kundi the demos. It's the D-E-M-O-S. Isaksak mo sa katukote mo. Ibig sabihin ng demos ay people in their collective decision making. Ang drama-drama. I'm not going to have a president named Ferdinand Marcos again. Such words from a brat. Sabi po niya, if we're not going to stand up, if we are not here to fight, ano pa ginagawa natin dito sa Pilipinas? What do you mean by standing up and fighting? Ano ka, mamumundok ka? Pupunta ka sa bundok? Mag-aaklas ka? Mag-aarmas ka? You can't, what do you want to do? What do you want people to do? Ha? Contest a 16 million lead? By what? How? Pag-Twitter? Alam mo, ikaw Kaki, ibig sabihin yan pinagagawa mo. Alam mo, gawin mo, kumausap ka ng mga Marcos supporter. Ha? Kausapin mo kami. Let's have a talk on why, I'm willing to talk to you, Kaki Pangilinan. Sabihin mo lang kung saan, kailan, sa paanong paraan, humanap ka pa ng kakampi mo. Tanungin mo ako kung bakit si Bongbong Marcos, Sara Duterte, sinusuportahan ko. Na malaman mo, yung ang dami-dami mo dyan drama, meron ka bang sinabi na this election has been bought a long time ago? This election, binili a long time ago? Ano ka ba? Are you in your right mind? Do you know that Sara Duterte was leading the presidential election? I mean, she didn't grab it. What's this survey? Yeah, she didn't grab it. Bot, pinagsasabi mo. Maglabas ka ng resibo mo sa pinagsasabi mo yan. Hindi yung pinagkakalat mo na naman yung kabratan mo sa amin, no? We were so sick and tired of this kind of people in the Philippines. They think that, because they're so privileged that they can rule and do these things. And I'm not just talking about Kaki Pangilinan, no? There are also some elite in the BBM camp who are acting this way. We're so tired of that kind of pag-ugali. Mga feeling kayo, pare-pareho na naman tayong mababaho ang tae. No? Kung tumatahi na kayo ng ginto at diamantes, kayo mag-iinarte-inarte ng ganito. Pero yung nga, Kaki Pangilinan, you're that lost. Humiliatingly, he lost to a woman. Lenny Robredo lost humiliatingly. And you cannot accept that humiliation. Why? Because you think that your ego is bigger than democracy. Sabi ni Revlon, best example na entitled brand yan si Bianchi. Harapin niya yung 31 billion Filipinos who voted for me. Yeah, Bianchi, harapin mo ako, talk to me, ask me, let's have a civil conversation on why I believe that Bongbong Marcos is better than Lenny Robredo. Or why Sara Duterte is better than your dad, most especially. So, let's have a talk. No? Kaki, yung pupunta ka ng kalsada, mag-aaya ka pa ng tao. Ano yan? Feeling ka masyado na ikaw, magiging what? You will give up your privileged life in order to, have rallies on the street, lead rallies. Ano pa to? Kulang na lang sa'yo, sabihin mo, kaki panginginan, gusto mong mamundok at tumawag ng armas. Kakaloka ka. Sabi ni Ray, bought pala, bakit tumakbo pa si Kiko? Exactly, if you know that the election is bought, why did you run? Who's now the SPID person here? Diba? Sabi ni Bernal, Kaki, balik ka na sa US, mabubuli ka lang, girl. Kaki, are you still Filipino citizen? You voted, right? So, or are you a dual citizen? Bumalik ka na lang sa United States. Ano pag sabi niya, ano pag ginagawa natin dito sa Pilipinas? Well, you ask yourself that, Pangilinan, I haven't heard anything intellectual from you except from those usual wokeism, which will not do anything good in any country. Wokeism has been destroying every country in the world because of the toxicity that you release because of your self-righteous attitude. Na iniisip ninyo na yung personal morality should be the moral order of the universe. So, ayun lang, di ba? Lenny Robredo lost, your father lost. Yes, this is about you guys not accepting losing. Because you think that you are the savior of the Philippines. You're not, girl. None of us is the savior of the Philippines. We are all just Filipinos. We have made our choice. And in a democracy, someone must lose. And unfortunately, Kaki, it's your camp who lost. It's not our problem that you lost. But it is your problem that you cannot accept defeat. And that, speaks a lot about your political maturity as a person. Maraming salamat po.